can't tell me pesos. Get your sons on replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be taken very short.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 3. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Recon, 132 right. Out. You're out. Tight dog. Switch.
On first down, Jefferson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. 61. Matchbox, right. Check 24. Watch it. Safety screaming. Check 43. Lock it. Check 26. Slam. Protein spill. Orbit. Hustle. Ready to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Carolina. 78 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 18 David. 22 Jeff Palmer. 22 Jeff Palmer. Let's go, baby. Give me some. Here we go. Tighten up. Check it back. He's checking. Crash. And go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Check. Walk 54.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit! Lamar Jackson, 54 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
This will be taken short.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Carolina.
Squeeze, get in there.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike 54. What we got? 66. No.
On first down, Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Watch the slant.
And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And some room to work. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for the Lions. 54 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 6. He gets it to Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Slam, see it, twist, watch twist, check hot route, hot, yep. Begin. Check. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
58 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
And he he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Switch. H3, 2, 18, chopper, chopper. Bang, 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 bang. Jumper, 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 jumper. Switch, switch. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shift, shift. Shift, shift. Leo, turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bam. Pressure, pressure. Charlie.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Jackson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Check. Like 4. 132 fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Come on, set. 50. Topper. Switch.
Looking to throw on second down. Love under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Go on. Quick.
From the gun, Love. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Love. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time.
Laddie,
take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, hut. Now the wolf. Check 55, Mike. Check right, check right. Check the backer, check the backer.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! Harris Campbell, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We begin.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again. Love. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Check 37. Check 37. Jim.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
General, pass. Watch the whip. Watch the edge. Slam. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big hitter. That one goes